Hi, Arcfieldweather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday morning, March 7th. Some wild weather coming to the Mid-Atlantic region over the next 48 to 72 hours or so. It looks like unusual warmth today, perhaps a record breaker in many spots. High temperatures later on today, anywhere from 75 to 80 degrees possible. DC to Philadelphia to New York City corridor, all ahead of a strong cold frontal system. The winds will increase markedly over the next several hours, reaching 50 miles per hour or so with respect to the gusts this afternoon from a southwesterly direction ahead of that strong cold front, and then 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts tonight out of the northwest following the passage of that strong cold front. With the strong cold front, showers will develop later on in the afternoon, continue through the evening hours. Some of the rain will be heavy at times, and there certainly can be some strong to potentially severe thunderstorms associated with this frontal system. Colder air pours in on Tuesday and Tuesday night. Stiff northwest winds continue during the day on Tuesday, and then low pressure will pull out of the south central states towards the southern mid-Atlantic coastline early on Wednesday, and with enough cold air in place following the passage of this cold front, snow is a possibility in at least parts of the Mid-Atlantic region on Wednesday morning, maybe even some accumulations. And certainly there'll be a battle between rain and snow in the I-95 corridor region on Wednesday, but big temperature changes from later on today into the day on Wednesday, potentially setting the stage for some accumulating snow. Let's start off, however, with the short-term forecast with respect to possible strong thunderstorms later today. This is the latest forecast map from NOAA's Storm Prediction Center with a slight possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms all the way from around, let's say, New York City down to around Huntsville, Alabama, all associated with this incoming strong cold front. That front again will reach the I-95 corridor region late this afternoon, early this evening, and that's when the threat exists for the heavy showers and potentially strong to severe thunderstorms. That front moving in from the northwest to the southeast. So not only unusual warmth today and increasing winds, but the threat for some heavy downpours and even strong to severe thunderstorms late today, early tonight. Now let's take a look at the very latest NAM model run. This is from 12Z this morning of the 12-kilometer version of the NAM model. And let's first of all get back to the early time stage here for Monday morning. And we have a lot of energy here out over the Midwest associated with that incoming strong cold frontal system. A little bit of energy out ahead of the main area of energy in the upper part of the atmosphere. Let's move forward here over the next 6 to 12 hours or so. And here we are by the late afternoon, early evening. This is a 7 p.m. forecast map. And with this vorticity in the upper part of the atmosphere, that certainly will increase the chance for some downpours and also potential of strong to severe thunderstorms. Now the winds will increase markedly this afternoon, and with or without strong thunderstorms, I think they'll gust to 50 plus miles per hour from a southwesterly direction in the Mid-Atlantic region this afternoon, and then 40 to 50 miles per hour behind the front from a northwesterly direction. Let's move forward then into the day on Tuesday. The winds stay pretty stiff tomorrow out of the northwest. This is the Tuesday morning forecast map now here about 6 a.m. Notice another pretty healthy looking disturbance out over the Four Corners region by tomorrow morning, and that will set the stage for low pressure to push towards the Mid-Atlantic region by the time we get to early Wednesday. Notice a little bit of a forerunner area of energy out ahead of the main band here by late tomorrow night into the morning hours on Wednesday. And here we go. This is Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. forecast map. A lot of energy aloft. Low pressure. Looks like it'll head towards the Mid-Atlantic coastline and then off the coast, staying generally to the south and east, DC, Philadelphia, New York City corridor. And that raises the chance for some snow, rain, battle zone in the I-95 corridor region. Certainly cannot rule out some accumulating snow on Wednesday morning, even in the I-95 corridor region. Let's now take a look at the temperature pattern. This is the 850 millibar temperature anomalies, again using the 12Z, the very latest NAM model run. Unusual warmth today, a record breaker in many areas. For example, the DC metro region, 3 airports, Reagan, Dulles, BWI, all record-breaking territory this afternoon, and many spots in the eastern part of the nation could experience near record or record-breaking warmth midday afternoon hours. But look at all this cold air here out across the midsection of the nation, and that slides to the east. We have this strong frontal passage this evening in the I-95 corridor region. Here we are by about 9 p.m. tonight. Here's the delineation between the colder air to the west and the retreating warmer air to the east. Turns colder on Tuesday, certainly some 20, 25 degrees colder than today, maybe 30 degrees in some areas, and quite a cold air mass coming in by Tuesday morning. A dramatic drop in temperatures from today to tomorrow. And you see here, by the time we get to Tuesday night, still some colder than normal conditions. And then by Wednesday morning, still some colder than normal conditions throughout the northeastern part of the nation, and even more substantial colder than normal weather out across the southwestern part of Canada, northwestern part of the U.S. We may be dealing with that in the eastern U.S. during the upcoming weekend. Well, let's now take a look at the surface forecast maps from the 12Z NAM model run. Not much activity right now in the I-95 corridor region in terms of rainfall. It looks like it holds off mid to late afternoon hours at the earliest. And then there'll be that band coming through late afternoon, early evening, associated with that incoming frontal system. This is now the 7 p.m. forecast map, and here's that frontal system at this particular time coming on through. And again, it looks like it'll have some heavy downpours associated with it, maybe even some strong to severe thunderstorms. And then we'll move ahead into the day on Tuesday. This is now late tonight, early Tuesday, and on Tuesday morning, right here, we'll have some stiff northwest winds pushing in that colder air into the mid-Atlantic region. And then, not too long after high pressure moves on top of the mid-Atlantic region, you'll start to see an outbreak of precipitation down across the Tennessee Valley. This is by Tuesday evening. Cold Canadian high pressure in control on Tuesday evening. Low pressure develops out here, out across the deep south. And look at the outbreak of some blue here, some snow here over the higher elevations of West Virginia, Western Virginia by late tomorrow night into early on Wednesday morning. And again, keep in mind, this particular model has been on the colder side, and it shows some snow even in the I-95 corridor region, DC, Philadelphia, into New York City on Wednesday morning, with low pressure moving from the southeast towards the mid-Atlantic coastline. This may be overdone on the snowfall, but it certainly raises the red flag, something to watch for here into the midday. Now here's snow throughout much of Pennsylvania as that low pressure moves right into this position right here. It's located at this particular time right off the mid-Atlantic coastline. A lot of residual cold air out across the mid-Atlantic and the northeast U.S. by Wednesday morning here. Again, potentially setting the stage for some accumulations. Always a favorite area this time of the year will be those higher elevations to the north and west of the big cities, and certainly in places like Western Virginia, Western Maryland, West Virginia itself, favored locations for a high probability of snowfall. So some wild weather changes here in the mid-Atlantic region with record warmth in many areas today, 50+ mile per hour wind gusts later on today into tonight. Much colder tomorrow and tomorrow night, and a snow rain event on Wednesday, even the possibility of some accumulations. That's it for now. For ArcfieldWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.